Good evening. This is CTV News for this Tuesday, Monday, February 2nd. I'm Byron Scott.
And I'm Patricia Valone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, another carbon monoxide poisoning, this time at a Greenbelt apartment complex. But one resident's quick thinking saved a neighbor from the silent killer.
I believe the gas leak was coming from inside here.
Sam Martin says residents knew something was amiss for days when their carbon monoxide detectors started going off.
I know I called emergency maintenance about 3 nights prior to the police department coming. They said they're going to send someone out, but nobody came out. The carbon monoxide detector been going off for at least 2 days. I got so annoying I had to unplug it myself because nobody came out yet.
One of his neighbors decided to call 911, placing the call just in time.
We detected about 100 parts per million. Anywhere between 0 and 35 is considered normal. Anything over 35 is considered unhealthy. So we evacuated the building while we attempted to locate the source. There was one apartment that did not respond to our knocks at the door. We forced entry and found an adult female unconscious and not breathing inside of that apartment. We immediately provided aid, transported her to the hospital, and just prior to getting to the hospital, she was able to start breathing on her own.
Brady says this isn't the first time that emergency workers have been called to this apartment complex.
Several years ago, we responded to the same apartment building for reported several sick people. We use our gas meters to detect the presence of carbon monoxide, which there was. Though a family of about 5 people, 2 adults and 3 children, were transported to an area hospital. They were all okay. And we found that down in the basement where the water heater is located, the ventilation pipes that go from the water heater to the outside were damaged. It was dislodged, more than likely by children playing down in the basement area. It was the same exact problem that we found on Super Bowl Sunday.
Inside this basement laundry room, you can still see the remnants of broken glass. That's where maintenance workers smashed in windows so that fresh air could flow through. And right next to those shards of glass is the culprit of the carbon monoxide leak. This hot water heater fresh with new pipes to hopefully prevent the silent killer from striking again.
And last week, a Riverdale family was sent to the hospital after being exposed to carbon monoxide at 5 times the normal limit. Mark Brady says Prince George's requires carbon monoxide detectors in all single-family homes. The county is currently considering legislation that would require the same law for all condos and apartment complexes, as well as hotels and motels.
And a hit-and-run accident kills one person and leaves his fiancée hospitalized. It happened just after 9 o'clock last night in the northbound lanes of the Baltimore Washington Parkway, just north of Route 197. Now, investigators say 38-year-old Rick Warwick and 28-year-old Julia Pierce, both of the district, were outside the car changing the front driver's side tire when they were hit. 2 teens were inside the car, but they weren't injured. Police say the striking vehicle likely has damage.
It would be probably the front right panel of the vehicle. So if there are any vehicles that are brought into a shop or found to be abandoned that has any looks of being in an accident, we ask for people to call.
That number for Park Police is 202-610-8737. Again, 202-610-8737.
The Washington Navy Yard building that was the site of a mass shooting reopened today after extensive renovations. The building, as you can see in the surveillance video, has been closed since the September 2013 incident. The gunman, Aaron Alexis, was killed by police after fatally shooting 12 civilians and injuring 4 others. Alexis was a civilian contractor and former Navy reservist who suffered from mental health problems. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Valone.
And I'm Byron Scott.